Hello, everyone. It is absolutely fantastic to have you back here at the QA Online Academy for another deep dive into the world of professional automation. Your commitment to excellence is truly what makes this community so special. Before we move forward, please make sure you've mastered the action chains we covered in our last session. Those complex interactions are the building blocks, and having a firm grasp on locating elements is the foundation we'll build on today. Today, we are moving beyond simple scripts into the UnitTest Framework. This is where we learn to organize our code into scalable, repeatable, and professional test suites. It's the standard for any QA engineer who wants to work at the highest level. Let's get started in PyCharm. The first step is to create a dedicated space for your automated test logic. To do this, simply right-click your project folder and navigate to the New menu to find the file options. Now, you can create a blank file, but PyCharm actually has a built-in template that is a massive time saver. Selecting the Python unit test option will automatically generate the basic structure and imports you'll need. When you create your new file, you must be very intentional about the name you choose. Always use the test prefix, like test something py. This tells the framework exactly where the test cases live. Let's look inside that generated template to understand the anatomy of a standard unit test file. It includes the UnitTest import, a class inheriting from test case, and a sample test method with a basic assertion. Now, to build our own robust scripts, we need to bring in several essential modules. We import UnitTest for the framework, the Selenium WebDriver for control, and the by class for locating elements. With our imports ready, we define our test case class, which serves as the core container for all our tests. Our class must inherit from UnitTest test case. This connection is what transforms a regular class into an automated suite. Next, we use fixtures to manage our environment. The setup method is the most important of these. This runs before every test, allowing us to launch the Chrome browser and navigate to our starting page automatically. Now we can write our actual test logic. Remember, every single test method must begin with the word test. Here, we're automating a search for Selenium and then verifying the result's title against our expectations. To confirm that our tests have actually passed, we rely on a series of specialized assertion methods. Methods like assert_equal, assertin, or assert_true act as the final truth checks for every automated action you perform. Finally, we must always clean up our resources after a test run is complete using the teardown method. This runs after every test, calling driver.quit. To close the browser safely and keep your system running smoothly. To trigger the entire suite from your Python script, you just need to add one final execution block at the bottom. Calling unitest.main tells Python to find every test case in the file and execute them sequentially for you. Now, it's time for you to take the lead. Open PyCharm and build your own unit test class with a setup, a title check, and a teardown. I'll give you 10 seconds to think it through before we take a look at the solution together. Good luck. If your solution inherited from test case and used the test prefix, you've successfully built your first professional suite. Great job! That brings us to the end of our unit test introduction. I hope you're starting to see how frameworks can elevate your code. Please practice these foundations at home. In our next chapter, we'll explore the PyTest framework, another essential tool for modern QA engineers. Please make sure to subscribe and leave your feedback below. Never stop learning and stay curious. For full documentation, visit the link on your screen. Thank you for joining me at the QA Online Academy. I'll see you in the next lesson.